Today marks 50 years since a terrorist group bombed France's Tavern in Lower Manhattan, killing 4 people and hurting over 50 more, including first responders.
And terrorists walked the bomb, put it behind where you're sitting, and murdered him.
50 years later, and Joseph Connor says he remembers January 24th, 1975, as if it were yesterday.
All the things that he missed, like us going to school, sports, getting married, grandchildren, and all the things I missed, like, you know, a dad to talk to.
A blast at France's Tavern in Manhattan more than 40 years ago was the handiwork of a radical group fighting for Puerto Rico's independence. President Obama, in one of his final acts, pardoned the man responsible.
A series of explosions rip through New York City, sifting through the wreckage in search of one shred of evidence. The FBI and police are desperate for something to lead them to these ruthless terrorists. As the bombings escalate, the FBI is in a deadly race to stop this murderous group.
Joining us now, the co-author of the book, Shattered Lives, Joe Connor. His father, Frank, was one of the 4 people killed in the France's Tavern attack. Question number 1, why did President Obama release the bomber? His name was Oscar Lopez. Why did he do it?
The most important thing is to recolonize Puerto Rico.
Lopez was the leader of the FALN who bombed France's Tavern. They took responsibility for it. He's a Chicago guy. His brother, Jose, is a community organizer in Chicago. Obama had sympathy for these terrorists.
And the criminalization of movements, of liberation movements in this country.
When I was at Lopez's parole hearing in 2011, he talked about being a community organizer from Chicago. His brother, Jose Lopez, is still a community organizer. The FALN people like Luis Guiterez, Obama, the Lopez family, the Weather Underground even, the FALN's bombs were designed on the Weather Underground's model.
And brothers, the head of the Police Sergeants Association called emotionally for all-out war between the pigs and us. We accepted.
Carlton Armstrong, Dwight Armstrong, David Fine, Leo Burt. Authorities say they used a truck to obliterate Sterling Hall. Their target, the Army Math Research Center. Their victim, physics researcher Robert Fosnock.
3 years later, 4 more pro-independence Puerto Ricans are sent to prison after opening fire in the House of Representatives.
On my door. Sharing her terrifying account on social media, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez recounting how she hid inside a bathroom in her office when rioters stormed the Capitol on January 6th.
The France's Tavern attack was one of the most violent acts of domestic terrorism our city's history.
And one of those who were injured, the first person, was a rookie police officer just out of the academy, Angel Poggi, who responded to a fake calls for help. And when he responded, the bomb blew up in his face, causing him to lose sight in his right eye.
The family held a private gathering at the historic Tavern Friday with victims' families and survivors, some who lost legs and fingers. Officials holding a news conference after.
For 50 years, no one has been held accountable for this attack, which remains an open investigation for the NYPD.
No one was ever charged, but the terrorist group did claim responsibility for the attack. Police say at least one of the men responsible is beyond the reach of American justice.
We have William Morales as one of the terrorists who's in Cuba. And there's a bill in front of the Senate called the Frank Connor Warner Forster Justice Act to return him.
It was clear during our time in Cuba that
the issues are difficult. The conversations were frank, whether on human rights, removing Cuba from the state sponsor of terrorism list.
It is a centralized economy and a communist country, and so we have no illusions about how quickly this can happen.
When I was a kid, some Puerto Rican nationalists shot up the U.S. Congress. They didn't kill anybody, but that was front page everywhere. So you got some consciousness then. I went to Cuba in '73 the first time. I mean, first of all, we thought it was going to be a workers' socialist paradise. And in part, it felt that way. 1974, so you still were with the comrades of Che. You go to Cuba in 73, you go into like the bar in the Havana Libre, and it's filled with Black Panthers and Vietnamese, revolutionaries from Central America. It was a heady, I mean, incredible feeling.
Because of their political activity to address and to remedy the colonial situations.
Our love for Palestine, our love for the Palestinian struggle.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Getting some new video into the live desk of a vigil, you can see it right here, that was growing overnight outside of the White House. Hundreds of people gathering to mourn the loss of Yaron Leszczynski and Sarah Milgram. They were soon to be engaged, and both we're learning we're staunch advocates of building a future where Israelis and also Palestinians could live side by side. And so many people did. The accused gunman right here, 31-year-old Elias Rodriguez. He's from Chicago, keep that in mind. He's facing 5 charges as well.